Hello! That was probably deafening to everyone that's listening.
That was probably the worst introduction we've ever had on this entire
This is the
show.
Ryan and Johnny podcast show.
Welcome to the Ryan and Johnny podcast show, and with us today in our studio, aka my messy bedroom, we have with us special guest Eamon Glass. How you doing, Eamon?
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Oh, God. Oh, how are you, Eamon?
I feel really good. I feel special because I'm on the Ryan and Johnny podcast show.
Really?
You really shouldn't. There's nothing special about us.
It's quite surprising, actually. We've had, quite a few people coming up to us again over the past week.
Yeah. A lot of requests.
Mind absolutely blown how many people actually listen to our show.
It's quite nice.
You were looking at the stats the other day on our YouTube channel. Tell them briefly.
We have a follower in Brazil, a single follower.
We've gone international.
Are you sure it's not the Brazilian exchange student?
Who's that?
Oh, it could be actually.
She was wearing
yeah.
spandex today.
She was?
It was delightful.
Yeah, she's... Whoa.
Shout out to the Brazilian in delightful spandex.
We also...
If there is such a thing as delightful spandex.
Oh, gosh. We also have a listener in Canada. Just one, again. And a few listeners in Europe and one in Thailand. So
it's official. We've gone international.
We've gone overseas. I'm not sure if they like us. They probably can't understand us too well.
Next step, United Nations.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a big next step there.
It's just the logical thing to do.
All right.
We aim high.
One little step at a time.
We have boosted up again to nearly 200 likes. We're on something like 195.
Yeah, I can't check this time.
The Facebook page has skyrocketed.
Yeah. So if you are a listener on YouTube and you don't like the page on Facebook, you should probably get on that.
We will link it. We will link the
website in the description below.
Yeah, we'll put the Facebook link on YouTube.
We will be advancing to the visual aid.
Yes,
eventually,
we will be.
If we get 300 likes and we get the equipment we desire.
300 likes and we'll do our first video. No idea what that's going to be, but...
We'll do a special. We'll have multiple guests.
Mm-hmm.
James Beach, hello, shout out.
James Beach has requested.
Wants to come on.
There have been many people who have requested shout-outs. We're not going to sit here and do a roll call. Listen, if you listen to this show, we already love you. We love you so much.
Eamon doesn't. Eamon has a thing with the L word.
Don't even start with that.
Come on, Eamon.
Actually, that's a newfound topic. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, Eamon.
Right.
Are we going to talk about love?
We are going to talk about the L word. L word.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
What's your problem with it? I can happily say it to anyone. I'll be like, I love you, Johnny. I love you, Eamon.
I can say it as a throwaway.
I can say it as a throwaway line. I love you, man. But
take that. Doesn't
I have this whole thing against people saying it in relationships because I think it's become just another step into the relationship. Like, it goes, ooh, we like each other, it's going to be awkward for a bit. And then those two get together, but they're not going out. That's the next step.
Together, yeah.
And then the next step after that is they're in a relationship. And then sometimes this step comes before or afterwards, but they might
do...
Copulate? Is that the word?
I think that's the word.
I think
we'll say
they
copulate.
do that. And then they're like, oh, there's no more steps. Oh, no, I know.
The L word.
I'll drop the L bomb. And it just becomes this another expected step.
But what if it's more than just a teenage thing?
Yeah,
What if you're advancing into something like marriage?
Well, I think marriage, that's a legitimate reason then.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think, but I'm not saying you have to marry the person.
Well,
if you say I love you to someone, then you have to marry them. I just think it should be a very carefully thought about thing, and half these people that say it, I question whether
they do
truly believe
That's
what they're
fair enough.
saying, or it's just become another step because it's expected.
But there is that.
Sorry.
There is that argument that love is spontaneous.
It can just
happen.
Love at first sight. Do you believe in that?
No. Love and
Both of you don't.
I'm not saying.
I
love
did
at
love
first
Johnny
sight.
at first sight.
That's cute.
We did share a little connection. But there are some people who just where love the L word.
It's more like lust at first sight.
Yeah, that's true. But then the L word, they don't even think about it. Like, it's not that big a deal to think about. It just happens.
Yes.
There's no decision. It's not like, all right, I think I'm in love with you now. It's like it just happens.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's the big difference between lust and love.
Lust. You want to copulate?
No, lust is I want to bang you.
Yeah. Right.
So love is I want to hang out with you. Then I want to bang you.
So
I think that's the big
it's
difference.
a getting to know
That
the
is-
person.
That's actually a very
It's
good
getting to know the person and then wanting to advance into a later stage.
Into the
you're
copulation.
saying. Anyway,
Mm.
back to the interview.
Mm.
To you. We're doing it back
All right,
to
you
you.
can back in.
Interview you. So your
Right.
full name?
Eamon Daniel Glass.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
John.
Johnny.
Oh yeah, because your first name isn't Johnny.
My first name is
It
Daniel.
is Daniel. I'm on the
My middle
ball.
name's John.
Imagine my name was Johnny Daniel and
That'd
you were
be-
Daniel Johnny.
That'd be insane.
That'd be amazing.
I'd then be convinced that we were separated at birth. Listeners, you can't see us right now, but actually, all three of us do look ridiculously alike.
We have me and Eamon at one point on the public bus have been mistaken for brothers.
Yep.
Same
but-
with me and Johnny.
Yep.
Yeah, but we were mistaken to be brothers because we both have pimples.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best high five ever.
That was an awesome high five. We all have blue eyes, pretty good teeth. We're far from gorgeous. But we are...
Speak for yourself, Johnny.
Come on, Johnny, give us some credit.
Alright, I'm just being modest here.
I'm not being modest. Take a number, ladies.
Asshole. Yeah, no, we are pretty similar looking. I wouldn't say brother worthy. I'd say you two are closer than I am to one of you.
Right.
But
Yeah, actually, I can do that.
yeah, that's about it.
You can be our long-lost cousin.
Bye, guys. I'm
Who
waving
doesn't
my
do
arm,
that?
but you can't actually see it. I do this
Well,
a
we
lot.
all obviously come from separate mothers, so we might all have the same father.
Oh,
Dun,
jeez.
dun,
Duh!
dun. That was cute. You didn't join in.
I'm just thinking that's really deep.
It is deep.
It's so deep.
We should go on a quest to find our father.
Mine's at home.
Okay,
Oh,
quest done.
gosh.
Alright.
I've been gender confused myself.
What?
Someone has mistaken me for female.
Really?
Granted, I was at what was it, Clayton Station, a little bit better than Dandenong
A
Station,
little bit.
but still not a great station. So I'm sitting there waiting for my train, hating life because I hate waiting for trains, and this guy comes up to me.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind, he's probably walked past me 3 or 4 times. Kind of looked at me. Very shady looking bloke,
Yeah.
under the influence of something. Comes up and goes, "Excuse me, miss.
Gosh.
Do you have 50 cents?" I was gone. No, sorry. If you hadn't called me mister, might have been a different story.
And
So,
again, he wasn't
He was,
sober,
he
though,
was
was
under
he?
the influence of something, so it wasn't his sober fault. It was the...
I don't think,
Whatever he
like,
was.
I mean, if I didn't know you and I saw you at a train station, I definitely wouldn't confuse you for a girl.
I bloody hope not.
But, like, yeah, that's because he was sober. There was one time, and granted, I was dressed up in paintball gear, and I'd just been shot out, so I went to the back of the field, you know, because you had to go to the back to come back into the game.
What?
And there was one other guy there, and he'd had a nut shot. He'd been shot in the
Oh.
knots. He was bent
Oh,
over double.
knots.
He was in pain. He
Yeah.
was in genuine pain. So I walked over, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, mate."
You didn't rub his nuts, did you?
No, I
It's
didn't.
okay.
I
There,
didn't.
there.
I didn't. But what he did say was, "Oh, you've got it easy. You don't have any of these." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh shit, you're a male."
Oh, no.
I did have full
Was this
headgear
when
on.
we went and did it?
This is when we went paintballing.
Oh.
I did have full headgear on. And I haven't got the most manly figure.
No,
But it wasn't
no.
until I spoke. It wasn't until I spoke that he realised the mistake he'd made, and then he felt really guilty.
Yeah, you would.
He would have felt
That's,
really
that's
guilty.
why you avoid the gender confusing looking people.
Exactly. Then you just regard them as a person,
Yeah,
not as a male or a female.
yeah. You just if they talk to you, just like you try not to use he or she, his or her, or any of those gender related.
That's only if you're talking about them, though. What if you're talking to them?
Well, what do you? I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost.
See so you can't really say hello miss or hello mister, and you can't really say hello you.
You can say hello.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's a pretty broad one, you know. It's most.
Shit.
I don't think anyone says hello, Mister or hello, Miss when they first meet someone.
Well, someone called him miss at the train station.
Yeah.
Had to call me
okay.
mister. Water got his 50 cents.